Hello students, welcome back. This is lecture number 15. In previous class we have discussed variable topic. Once again we glance all those variables concept and move to further topics. Firstly, I can start with defining a variable. Variables means it may ask for 2 marks question. What is variable or a defined variable? For 2019 it asked for a 2 marks question that define a variable. The quantity that changes during the execution of a program is called a variable. The quantity that changes during the execution of a program is called variable. This is the definition of variable. Again, the variables are the name given to identify the specific program element. ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟನ್ನು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. Variables are also called as identifiers. The variables represent a particular memory location where the data can be stored. Variable ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ it is represent to particular memory location where the data can be stored. ಮೆಮರಿ ಅಲೋಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತ್ರಿ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಡಾಟಾ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. Variables are used to denote a constant, functions, arrays and name of the files. It is used to denote a constant, functions, arrays and a name of the file. Example for the variables, that is sum, area, m1, age. You may take anything. You can take a, you can take b, you can take c. Whatever you can take variable. For writing a variable name, there are some particular rules are there. We discuss all those rules in a previous class also. Once again I can glance. The variable name cannot be started with the digits, and all the lowercase and uppercase letters are different. We can use underscore as a special symbol. Only we can use underscore as a special symbol, and we cannot use any keywords as a variables. And variables are consisting of letters and digits. These are some rules to formatting a variable name or a creating a variable name. And also we discuss some valid and invalid example also. And next we discuss how to declare a variable, that is declaration of a variable. All the variables are declared before they are used in a C program. ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲನ್ನು ನಾವು ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೊದಲು ಆರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೊದಲು ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. The purpose of declaring a variable is to reserve some amount of memory required for the variables. Now, the purpose of declaring a variable is to reserve some amount of memory for the variables. ಯಾಕೆ ಡಿಕ್ಲರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಮೆಮರಿ ಅಲೋಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ದ ಡಿಕ್ಲರೇಷನ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಡಿಕ್ಲರೇಷನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಿ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್. ಸಿ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಿ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಒಂದು ಡಿಕ್ಲರೇಷನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತೈತೆ ರೀ. ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನಾವು ಡಿಕ್ಲರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ದ ಸಿಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಡಿಕ್ಲರೇಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಾಟಾ ಟೈಪ್, var list and semicolon. Here data list is the basic data types such as int, float, char or a double. Var list means the one or more variables of a type data, and at the end of the declaration we use semicolon. For example, in previous class we discussed int a, int length, char ch, double length. These are some example of declaring a variable. For that declaring variable, we have to assign some values. The process of assigning a value to the variable is called assigning a value to the variable. Assigning a value to the variables means the process of assigning a value to the variables is called assigning a value to the variable. The assignment operator, that is normally we call it as equal to, that we call it as the assignment operator in a programming language, that is used to assign a value to the variable. And syntax for the assigning a value to the variable is variable name, assignment operator, and a value. At the end we use semicolon. For example, for those assigning value is int x equal to 1, float sum equal to 0.0, char ch equal to in apostrophe y. These are some examples. Actually, there are two methods of assigning a value to the variables. There are two methods are there to assigning a values. First method is the value can be assigned in a declaration session only. The value can be assigned within a declaration session only. This is first method. Second method is the value can initialize at the executable part of the programming. Second method is the variable declared in a executable part of the program. This is second method. Example for this assignment within an executable part is it doesn't include any data type. For declaration section we use data type to assign a values, that is int x equal to 1. 1 is a integer. For that we use integer as int as a data type. For assigning a value within an executable part does not include a data type. It may assign directly, that is x equal to 10, sum equal to 300.55, name equal to Smriti, and char, that is ch equal to apostrophe y. Like this we can assign some value to the variables. This is overall idea about what is variable, declaration of a variable, and how we can assign some values to the variable. In today's class we can start with data types. What are all the data types are present in a C programming, we can discuss in our today's class. Data types. Data types indicates the type of the data that a variable can hold. ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಯಾವ ಥರದ ಡಾಟಾ ಅಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಲ್ರಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನು ಡಾಟಾ ಟೈಪ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಡಾಟಾ ಟೈಪ್ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ಸ್ ದಿ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಡಾಟಾ. ನಾವು ಇಂಟೀಜರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ಅಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಟ್ ತೊಗೋತೇವೆ, ಫ್ಲೋಟಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಫ್ಲೋಟ್ ತೊಗೋತೇವೆ. ನಾವು ಏನು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನು ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಅ ಡಾಟಾ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್. The data types may be a numeric or a non-numeric. The data type can be a numeric or a non-numeric. Numeric means integer or floating. Non-numeric means string or a character. And data types are categorized into three types. First one is built-in data type, derived data type, and user-defined data type. Actually, data types are categorized into three types or three categories: built-in data types, derived data types, and user-defined data types. And again, that built-in data types are classified into four subparts, that is integer, character, floating point, and double. And again, derived data type can be classified into arrays. Derived data type and classified into arrays. You can discuss this arrays concept in upcoming classes. And again, in the last one, in a user defined data type section, again that is categorized into two subparts, that is struct and union. What is struct, what is union, you can discuss in a next. In these data types, you only concentrate on built-in data types. Built-in data types are the mainly used in our programming. Those are called int, char, float, double. All these data types we have to use in our programming. See here. Here is the diagram of the C data type. C data type then classified into first one is built-in data type, derived data type, and user-defined data type. Built-in data type again categorized into two types, integer and floating point. Integer again classified into int float, and floating point again categorized into float char. Float double. Integer type can be classified into int, char, and again floating point can classified into float and double. Here another one built-in data type is there, that is void. Void means it doesn't return anything. And in user defined data type, it can be classified into structure, union, class, enumeration. These are types you can discuss in a further classes. For your syllabus, only a classes, union, structures are there. And again, for in derived data type section, arrays, functions, pointers, and reference are there. For your syllabus, arrays, functions, and pointers are there. You can discuss in upcoming classes. These are the classifications of C data types. First, data type can be categorized into three main points: built-in data types, derived data types, and user data types. You only concentrate on built-in data types. Those are int, char, float, and double. Another one is there, that is void. This is one and only a non-specific data type. It does not return anything, that is void. Built-in data type, there are the basic and primitive data types and design a single value. There are four fundamental built-in data types are there. First one is integer, second one is real or a floating point, third one is a double precision real numbers, fourth one is a character. These are some fundamental built-in data types. We can discuss one by one. In C, there is one and only a non-specific data type called a void. It does not specify anything. Here the some data types are there along with this size. Char data type include a 1 byte size. 1 byte means 8 bit equal to 1 byte. Here for integer 4 bytes, for a short 2 byte, for a long 8 bytes, long and long 8 bytes, for a float 4 bytes, and again for a double 8 bytes of size it having. These are some data types and their size. First we can start with a integer. In a C, int is a keyword which is used to integer numbers. For declaring a integer numbers, we can use a int as a keyword. If your computer is 8 bit, then the range of the int is given to -128 to plus 127. This is the range of integer value if your computer is 8 bit. If your computer is 16 bit means the range of int is minus 32,768 to plus 32,767. This is the range of integer value if your computer is 16 bit. Integer for integer we can use int as a keyword. Again same, for a floating point we can use a float as a keyword to indicate a floating point numbers. If your computer is 16 bit, then the range of the float is given this 3.4e minus 38 to 3.4e plus 38. This is the range of floating point values. Again is for double, we use double keyword to indicate a double precision floating point numbers. Double precision ಏನಿರ್ತಾವಲ್ರಿ 10.56 ಅಂತ ಏನಿರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ, ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಏನು 2 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಡಬಲ್ ಪ್ರಿಸಿಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೇವೆ. ಡಬಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು indicate the double precision floating point numbers. The precision is associated with the accuracy of the data. ಅದು ಏನು ನಾವೇನು ಡಬಲ್ ಪ್ರಿಸಿಷನ್ ಏನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಲ್ರಿ, ಅದರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅಕ್ಯುರೇಟ್ ಡಾಟಾ ಸಿಗ್ತೈತಿ. If your computer is 16 bit, then the range of the double is given by 1.7e minus 308 to 1.7e plus 308. This is the range of double precision. These range are all are depending upon the machines. For 16 bit computer the range is this. Again the last one data type is character. For character we use char as a keyword. Char keyword is used to indicate the character. If your computer is 16 bit, then the range of the character is minus 128 to plus 127. Each character type data constant is an integer value. Each the character data type data constant is an integer value. This is given by the ASCII. ASCII stands for American Standard Code for Information and Interchange. This given by the ASCII characteristic. Each character type data constant is an integer value. ನಾವೇನು ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಲ್ರಿ ಅದು ಇಂಟೀಜರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ. ಅದು ಎದರಿಂದ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ASCII character set. ASCII stand for American Standard Code of Information and Interchange. This is about character data type. In today's class, we discuss data type concept. In that, we discuss built-in data types. For derived data type and user-defined data type, you can discuss in the further upcoming topics in the next units. For in this unit, you have to only concentrate on data type concept, for which data which keyword is used, and what is the range of that particular data type. If your machine is 8-bit or a 16-bit, you have to concentrate. Here some assignment questions are there. What is data type? What is the range of float? If your machine is 16-bit, define built-in data types, list out the fundamental types of data types, and explain the built-in data types in a C. Write all the assignment neatly and send it to me. Thank you.